There's this myth they sell you, especially after a layoff in your 40s, that finally you can be your own boss, no more micromanagement, no more politics, just you, your laptop, and this dream of freedom and flexibility. But here's what they don't say. Entrepreneurship is not your corporate escape plan. It's not a reset button. It's not therapy. And if you jump into it without strategy, it can feel just as exhausting, isolating, and misaligned as the job you just left. And I'm not speaking from research, I'm speaking from experience as someone who pivoted from a career I'd considered at one time retiring from into entrepreneurship that nearly drained me until I got clear. So let me pull back the curtain on what really happens when high achieving professionals skip the strategy and chase the money. The first part is the freedom lie. Let's start with the one they sell the hardest. That freedom is waiting on the other side of your resignation letter. What they don't tell you is you don't get freedom, you get responsibility. And in corporate, when something broke at 2 a.m., IT handled it. As a founder, you are IT and you are HR. You're the strategy team and the stress ball. And if you're not clear about how to build boundaries, you'll recreate every toxic pattern. Just with your name on the LLC paperwork, the truth, you're not escaping the 9 to 5. You're inheriting the 24/7. And if you don't have a framework, that freedom, it just feels like a fancy title. The second part is the passion lie. Do what you love and the money will follow. Y'all, passion doesn't pay quarterly taxes. I see brilliant mid-career women start businesses out of love and burn out because they had no profit plan. You need to structure, you need a runway, you need receipts, not just vision boards. And if I'm being real, in my first year, I made significantly less what I did in corporate because I hadn't yet built systems to make expertise pay me back. So no, passion is not enough. Purpose plus positioning plus pricing, that's the move. And that's why I created a live virtual workshop to help you do just that, which is walk through how to plan a post-corporate pivot that actually supports your life. And I'll share more about that in a second. The third point is the boss lie. Being your own boss sounds sexy until you realize your new boss is your inner critic. There's no performance view, no structure, just your expectations and the weight of every decision, financial, emotional, and strategic. What we don't talk enough about is the loneliness that comes with launching solo. You don't just lose a paycheck, you lose proximity, coworkers, mentors, access. So no, you don't answer to no one. You now answer to everyone, clients, invoices, timelines, and your own fears about whether this is going to work. I'm not against entrepreneurship. I'm a career strategist and I live it. But I'll never lie to you about what it really takes. So let's call the game the lie of ultimate freedom. It's really a 24/7 grind if you're not strategic. The lie of passion and profit, because passion doesn't replace a paycheck unless it's backed by positioning. And the lie of being the boss, when in reality, you answer to everyone, especially your inner critic. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying don't do it blind. The truth is, entrepreneurship isn't easier than corporate. It's just a different complexity. But when you move with clarity, not chaos, it's so worth it. And if you're over 40, recently laid off, or staring down this next chapter and wondering, now what? Hear me clearly. You're not starting over. You're starting from a wealth of wisdom. And that data backs us up. The average successful founder isn't 22 with the hoodie. They're 45 with receipts, resilience, and range. A 50-year-old founder is nearly 2 times as likely to build a massive success as someone half their age. Why? Because we live, we've led, we've learned. The entrepreneurial dream It's not a lie, but the shortcut they're selling you, that's the myth. Real freedom doesn't come from escaping the 9 to 5. It comes from facing the uncertainty head on with strategy, the truth, and a vision that actually fits the life you're building. That kind of freedom, that's worth fighting for. And it's exactly what I help you build from purpose and not panic. I'm hosting a live workshop called Your Next Best Move. This isn't fluff. It's the strategy I wish I had when I got laid off. And we'll walk you through how to turn your career currency into a business strategy. You'll know exactly when and how to make your move. You'll have a clear framework to test. So your pivot is happening while you're still getting paid. So you can act with confidence instead of staying stuck in what if. You'll never worry about burning bridges or starting from scratch. You'll learn how to position your exit so your reputation stays intact and your next opportunity is already lined up. Reserve your spot today. Seats are limited. I'll drop the link in the description because your next move deserves more than a leap. It deserves a launch. And if this gave you clarity or confirmation, go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe. We are on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and every step forward is built with purpose, just like your next move. I'll see you in the next video.